Hi, how's everybody doing? Welcome, 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 guys. Welcome. Let's see who I have here in the house. Oh my God, Renee, Gaslit, Shauna B, DJ. How you doing, DJ? I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing well. Nebby, how you doing, love? Wim, this is a new way of getting likes. Shout out to Wim. Wim is. I don't know what's wrong with Wim today. Wim, can somebody make sure y'all wake up Wim and make sure that he is awake for this live because he's like on the other side of the world. Y'all go wake up Wim right now and say, Wim, don't be talking about we didn't do any lives yesterday because yes, we did. We did like 3, and I'm exhausted. No way. Yeah, is he here? This is alive. All right, let me see. Let me see. Wim, where are you at? See, Wim is in the chat. Where are you? Where are you? See a special message right in the chat for Wim. Hey, A Taylor, welcome guys. Hey, Hamden. Hey, Forgotten. How you doing, love? I know he was. I'm just joking. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? James, how are you guys? Welcome. Oh, we got 40 people in the house, guys. Welcome. Kelly Rose, how you doing? Nancy, welcome from Alaska. So, what's the weather like over there right now? I do wonder. Hey, Becca, you said 16. You're number 16 on the like button. Well, how are we doing on the likes? Yes. Maybe we're related, says DC. Maybe you're related to Wim. See if he is. He's around because he's in the chat. I just tagged him. But y'all just make sure you wake him. He's probably asleep now. Poor guy. Because he's like on the other side of the world. So I know that it's like probably nighttime over there. You know, it's daytime over here. Oh no, he's here. Look. Yeah. Wim's like, I'm here with he's snoring. He's snoring on us, he's snoring on us. Welcome, Wim. Milwaukee's 85. Oh my god. And I'm assuming you're saying it's humid. Yeah, I bet. Yuma, welcome. Thank you for being here. We all well, thank you, my love, DJ. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you. I know you've been following me for quite some time. Lady Jane out. It's dinner time in Wim's. It is dinner time for Wim over there. Little Wim. Hey, little Irish girl. Welcome. You guys. Hey, survive the Kool-Aid. Welcome. Do you have okay, well, good luck to you on that doctor's appointment. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Layla. Welcome. Shout out to you. Yeah, what's for supper? Let us know what you eating. Lady Janelle, welcome. Oh man. Oh really? Causing I hate migraines. I don't think anybody likes migraines, but yes. Kepus in Costa Rica. Welcome. Shout out to everybody de Costa Rica. Thank you for being here. Welcome, William Edwards. Thank you. Rhiannon, welcome. Fabulous Fab, how you doing, love? Oh my gosh. Melanie, welcome. Everybody, welcome. All right, y'all ready to get started? Petty is in the house. Welcome. Renee says it's 80 in Albuquerque. Wow. That's hot. But listen, I love hot weather. I love me some hot weather. Love the hot weather. That's kind of how I survive. Kelly says the long guys blew my garden spider Myrtle away this morning, and I'm so bummed. She was so big and beautiful. I don't like spiders. What does a garden spider look like? I hate spiders. Let me Google search this real quick. Let's look into garden spiders. Oh, those things are. Oh no. This one? Hold up. Let me show you guys. I don't like spiders, y'all. I am very arachnophobic. I hate spiders. I really do. This is what they look like. Well, I'm so sorry, Kelly, but I personally, big and black and yellow legs. No, girl. I can't do spiders. I don't like spiders. Really don't. I've had PTSD on spiders. That's how horrifically afraid I am of them. Don't like them. No. Hey, just do it. Welcome, Mar. Welcome. You said there's fires left and right. Yeah, there is a lot of fires. You guys stay safe over there in Cali. There's definitely a lot of fires out there right now. Y'all like spiders? I don't like spiders. Pika said nope. I know. Kelly says it's 80 in South Central Pennsylvania. Ooh, wow. We do have some weird conversations over here, but that's because y'all are weird. And I just happen to be normal. So I don't know what y'all talking about. I just entertain the conversations before we really get started. Mm-hmm. Don't blame me for your guys' weird conversations. Okay? You said I had to close my eyes during the spider picture. You did. I don't blame you. I don't like spiders whatsoever. See, yeah. He laughs. All right, y'all. We got to get into some stuffs. Hey, Cheeks. Not celebrated a birthday since 1995. Is it your birthday today? Oh man, since 1995. Well, I figured that at the age, I lost count of my age after the age of 36. I said, I forgot how old I am. And truly, I really did. I just let people remind me, honestly. I don't know. Maybe it's like as older as you get, you just forget. We are weird. Yes, y'all are. Mind my blues. Welcome. I'm sorry, y'all. Not a tarantula. I had that's where my PTS starts from a tarantula. I had a really bad encounter with the spider. And so yeah, I'm very arachnophobic. I don't like spiders whatsoever. Can't do it. Mm-mm. And I really did try to address it. Can't do it. Keep that shit away from me, because those memes that talk about, hey, Miss Chat PT4, welcome. Shout out to everybody from X. You know those memes where you see somebody blowing up a house and it's because they're trying to kill a spider? Yeah. That was made for me, because I really would blow up a house to, kill a spider. Like, it'd be like, yep, it's dead. We're done. We're out of here. It's done. That's it. Anyways, guys, welcome back to the channel, guys. Let's get into it. Hey, Archie's mom, welcome. Hey, Sandy, Shauna B, everybody, welcome, guys. Thank you guys for being here. We got to get into some stuff. Definitely a lot going on in the Diddy. Well, thank you, Sunshinery. Shout out to you, love. Thank you. So we just talked about some Diddy news yesterday, right? You have an inmate from Michigan who won a lawsuit against Diddy. Now, shout out to T-Maker, who said in my comments, Rabbit, even though he won, now the victims can sue the, what's his name? Cardello Smith, the inmate from Michigan. Okay. And by the way, guys, take a look at the charges that Cardello Smith has, because they're very lengthy and they involve sex offenses. Yes, they do. So I do kind of wonder about Mr. Cardello Smith, and the kind of stuff that he was doing out there. I don't know about his victims. Cardello Smith says that he essentially is a victim, of Diddy, of course, and that's what he had sued for. But also he has said in his criminal case that he has been set up, that all of this is a setup. What happened to Cardello Smith is a setup. I don't know exactly, but he's been sitting there serving time for many, many years, and he won't be out until the earliest release date was 2036. We have yet to hit 2025 yet. So I'm not really sure as far as the lawsuit, money, what it's going to look like. I don't know if he's ever going to see that money that he won through default. So keep that in mind. I don't know. You said, do civil cases have any impact on any potential criminal cases? I do wonder about this, because I always felt like a civil case can definitely merge over to like maybe in a criminal case, something like this can be pulled over to some of the information. You can, be facing a criminal case and a civil case at the same time. That could happen as well. But I do wonder about this, and I'll have to ask one of my lawyer friends about this. I do. So then I wake up this morning to this news. Jill! Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jill. Jill just gifted 5 memberships, y'all. Please put some hearts in the chat if you got a membership from Jill. Thank you, love. Thank you. I woke up this morning, y'all. I said, okay, I think we're done with the Diddy news. Okay. And TMZ basically let us know that Dawn Richards, who is Danity Kane, former member of Danity Kane, making the band. This is such a millennial thing. I love Danity Kane. I remember making the band. I was like so into it, yada, yada, yada. I was so here for it, right? She has decided to sue Diddy. Now, I don't know about you guys. I said, let me get my book, my little rabbit book, okay? And I'm just going to like I said, we're going to start a Diddy case count, something because we need like a count, because there's just been so many cases. I don't know, like it just keeps going and we haven't even figured out what's going to happen with the criminal. So if anybody in the chat knows, y'all let me know where we at. It does seem petty. It does seem very infinite when it comes to Diddy. Honestly, we're I don't know. I thought I was reading an article, and this was back in May, and it was 5 civil cases then. But I don't know how many we are now, and we are almost done with we're September. Has anybody kept count? How many Diddy cases do we have? We need to start keeping count. We need a case count because this is just getting so out of hand when it comes to this. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. Hold up. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. Welcome. Layla said, can his victim sue him now that he has money from his Diddy lawsuit? See, Layla, I don't know if he has money from his Diddy lawsuit. You're talking about, you said it's about 50 to 11 cases. No, it's not. Lizzie, I thought it was 11 at this point. Yo, I did a Google search on it and I couldn't even find a good number. You said it was 5. Just okay. So some of you guys are saying it's 5. How many Diddy cases do we have? Civil cases. I'm not. We don't know anything about criminal like yet. We know that people have been interviewed, people have been subpoenaed, people have been doing different things. You said comment. I would suggest because you and BJ probably could coordinate a list of the dismissed lawsuits over time, along with the litigation and settlements. That org chart. BJ Investigates is like amazing when it comes to the org charts and breaking this down. Silently judging you. Shout out to everybody from X. I don't know how many folks are watching us on X. Let me check. Girl, your avatar is, I ain't gonna lie, it's really creepy, but shout out to you, silently judging you, who said I just shared this. Shout out to the 20 people that are watching us on X. Thank you. I don't know what payout this man's gonna have. Okay, let's just be real. We don't know. Like, I know this man has a lot of money. Okay, but does he really have a lot of money? Because he just sold his house, that mansion that had all the raids in it or whatever. Does he really have a lot of money? You said, I bet Andy from Popcorn Planet knows. We need a good number, and I know that it's I'm pretty sure it's at 11 at this point. You said pay a fat check and act like it never happened. And you guys got to count the one that he just lost with this inmate. No worries. Well, thank you. Shout out to you. I'm so creeped out by the Diddy and everything around him to all of this. Well, I think a lot of us are. So we have a new accuser. And let me tell you, I'm not surprised by this new accuser. I'm gonna be honest. Some of you guys even said that in my comments. We're not surprised by this because let me just say this. Dawn Richard, when Cassie came out and this lawsuit dropped and the allegations were coming about, Cassie was also in support of Dawn was also in support of Cassie, and she was like supporting and tweeting and stuff like that. So I kind of saw this coming. Now, what about Aubrey O'Day? Because Aubrey O'Day has been a huge, way before a lot of this went down. I do wonder if she's going to have a lawsuit too. I do wonder if she's going to come out and say something. What do y'all think? Sometimes the civil suits are the only justice victims are granted. Petty, that is so true. When people ask me, and I mean, that's a question I can ask you guys, right? If you are a victim, okay, and I hate to make myself comparisons to certain cases and stuff like that because everybody's an individual, but like, what does time, if you could put a number on it, right? So when people came out and they were judging Cassie, and everybody made Cassie look crazy. Shout out to all of us that didn't, that knew that Cassie was right. Like intuition wise, something told me, and I know some of you guys would probably agree, something told me that Cassie was telling the truth even before the video came out. When Cassie came out, um, that settlement was like less than 24 hours. Lawsuit drops. It makes the huge media. Everybody's doing videos. We're all talking about it. This was before the raids. We knew that something was up because we've been hearing stories about Diddy, right? Something was up with Diddy. Yes. Oh, Layla. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. So we just knew something was up. They tried to make Cassie look crazy. They tried to make Cassie look crazy, especially those Diddy supporters. Okay. They did. And then the CNN video drops, it gets leaked. And a lot of us were like, oh my God. We were surprised. We covered it here. We went live on this channel. Immediately we went live and we talked about it. But they really did try to paint Cassie in a certain way, a money grabber. They try to paint her as she's lying. She's doing that. You even had, I think it was Monique Slaughter trying to read the law. Like, I can't stand that woman. You know, certain things that were going on, and they were trying to make Cassie feel some type of way. But Cassie knew, and then this video comes out. And that video, and then you had the raids, and then the video. The video sealed his fate because Diddy denied a lot of wrongdoing very much early on. Yes, thank you, Renee. Cassie opened the floodgates. The video aggravated your PTSD, everybody else's. I couldn't believe this shit. I couldn't believe it. And that's the piece where, like, a lot of the people that were anti Cassie, those Diddy supporters, we still have businesses with Diddy. We're still good with Diddy. They did not speak out. They didn't even apologize. They went about their business. You know who the fuck they are. You guys know who they are. Those are the predators that deserve to be eaten, honestly. By social media, those are the people that have perpetuated this. Because if they're willing to do this to Cassie, who else haven't they willing? Who else do we know that hasn't, come out that has been victimized by Diddy? And then these, people that distract have been out there to disparage those characters as well, to talk shit about these victims, to try to minimize their pain. If I was Cassie, 30 million wasn't even enough for me. I'm just saying, you can't pay me and you will never be able to give me 10 years of my life back. There is no money. There'll never be enough money for 10 years of my life. That's just a number. Money is money. You die, you don't take that shit with you, right? We haven't figured that out yet. Out of everything in technology, you die, people get frozen. People do the weirdest shit, right? And shout out to them. But you'll never get that time back. You'll never get that time back. And that's the thing that money doesn't buy. Money doesn't buy time. I sure know that Diddy would like to go back in time and reevaluate some of those decisions, along with R. Kelly. Thank you for mentioning that. Layla says, anyone who watched Making the Band saw the horrible treatment those contestants dealt with. You know what is so fun? I watch Making the Band. And I watch the Lou Pearlman show too. Making the Band too. I think Lou Pearlman was the very, very first one with O-Town. And I used to sit there and I used to watch these shows because that show came around the time that I was in high school. I think I was like starting my freshman year in high school. So it was very popular. It came out in the summer. And, back then, I was just a kid that was watching whatever was on television because we didn't have no cable that happened to be on. You know what I mean? And so watching that and just thinking in my mind, the theme was, if you want to be a superstar, a band member, you're going to have to take the BS that people put you through here. And let me tell you, the 14, 15-year-old self was like, oh my God, they're so lucky. They're so lucky because they get to, do all that, right? They get to, be with the person that represented Britney Spears or NSYNC or whatever, or Backstreet Boys. They're so lucky. But behind closed doors, look at the bullshit that they were going through. Shitty ass contracts. There's a reason why I think some of us, weren't selected to be in that path. I don't know. But Layla, I agree with you. That treatment was horrible. Who really surprised about Dawn coming out? I am not surprised, especially after she was officially signed by him. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Lizzie Hill, thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to Lizzie. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Mars says, oh my God, 199. How come I can't give memberships? I don't know. If you have an iPhone, I know we have an iPhone link, and then there's an Android link. You can also check in the description box. I think that's how you do it. I know in the bottom you can click and gift, but that's how I know, depending on what you're using. But thank you so much for the 199. Hopefully, if you're able to gift, I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yes, go to your Safari browser and then try it from there. And you may have it if you have an iPhone. Absolutely. Hampton says, so true. It's time the masses reclaim how we created superstars. That piece, like I said. And there's some stuff in our childhood that, like I said, money doesn't give us time. You can Kim Kardashian the situation, buy yourself some, plastic surgery, which I have never, dragged anybody for, because I think if you got the money, girl, do it. Whatever makes you happy. Do what makes you happy, recreate. But one thing you can't do is go back in time, right? You can't. You said, I remember being suspicious of Diddy all the way back in Making the Band days. He was awful to them. Jenny, and you know what is so interesting is that don't we want the bad guy? Like, I hate to, let me put it this way. You remember American Idol? Who was the bad guy? Think of the very first season of American Idol. Who was the bad guy in American Idol that could tell you to your face, you can't sing? Hell, Donald Trump around the time had a Celebrity Apprentice. You're fired. That bad guy type of persona. And I remember back then, you're like, man, well, did he earn it? Because, he really wants someone that's going to represent the brand. But when you actually start looking into the things that he was doing, he was saying, the abuse, the things that he put these people through, it does make like that there's probably more to this. We've been lied to, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Hold up. Money never equals time. Absolutely. Simon, y'all remember? He was the bad guy of American Idol. But you said he was a softie, so he made for good TV, didn't he? Come on now. He made for when American Idol was up and running, who was it? Simon Cowell, was it Randy and Paula Abdul, right? Three, those were the three. And then you had Ryan Seacrest, right? Who later became with the other guy, and then the other guy like left, and it was just Ryan for the longest time. And these were the shows that I would watch. And, we were excited for it. And then you come to find out kind of more information about maybe their personalities, the abuse. It's a lot. It's the truth. It's behind the curtain stuff, As a professional storyteller in many genres and outlets, our brains are wired for needing an antagonist and a protagonist. I think that it's the mind control when influencing the masses. I remember I took a theater class a long time ago, and a teacher told me, and for those that I love theater, I really do. I love watching theater shows. I love live stuff like that. One of the things that I was told was anybody that pulls a gun in the first scene, it has to go off on the third scene, right? Things have to be very calculated. And I think that there's something to be mirrored with that, right? Whatever happens in Hollywood, everything is calculated, everything is planned out. And so when Petty says, like, these celebrities, we need to stop idolizing and acting like we're getting our morality from them, or that, that there's something that can be learned from these characters. There really isn't. Gordon Ramsay is another one too that came around that time. So it's like having this bad guy persona. This is where Diddy Making the Band kind of took off. Gordon Ramsay, Simon Cowell, Who else? A lot of bad guys. A lot of guys that, if with one word, can change your life. And that's what made for good TV. They did what they had to do to make for good TV. Right? Isn't that what it is? Hey, Heidi. Yes. Chekhov's gun. There you go. There you go. Drama. Serial drama like SVU, Greg's Anatomy, all those. Cookie cutter. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Shannon's welcome. Diddy was a master manipulator since the beginning. He came with a plan. I think so too. So let's get back to this. I know I went on a tangent, but I love talking about different things when it comes to Diddy because it comes full circle. Especially when you're a kid and you're watching some of this, it's like full circle. So here we go. Here we have a new lawsuit. Diddy sued for monstrous behaviors, allegations of brutality, and sexual abuse. So Diddy's facing yet another lawsuit from a new accuser, a former bandmate who claims this music mogul belittled, terrorized, and sexually abused her while she also witnessed him savagely beat his ex, Cassie. Now, Dawn was one of the ones that when Cassie came out, she supported Cassie. She shared her information out there. She basically stood by Cassie. According to the suit obtained by TMZ, Dawn says that she was caught in Diddy's web as a participant on his 2004 MTV show Making the Band, with the band boy CEO manipulating her by promising an advancement or to advance her singing career if she engage in his twisted demands. The former Identity K member said during the onset auditions that he called her female contestants fat, ugly, bitches, hoes. She said Diddy had a particular disdain, for her because she was young and excited to work with such a famous person. And they even added a little clip. We're going to watch that for sure.
And so I've given a lot of thought, and I'm going to let you out your contract too. As far as for you, Dawn, I still want to make music with you. I still want you to be signed to the label. And, if I decide to put that together, Danity Kane, then, you'll be the only member that'll still be there.
That music, yo, hold up.
And so
that music, it's like the suspense. Shout out to Manny behind the mic. Welcome. And then welcome, you said, hello, Rabbit. Imagine what we found out about Depp and Heard. We may yet find out so much about how the elite run amok. Wow. Ooh, we got a lot of participants on X. Shout out to everybody. Marilyn Manson is something else. Well, we're not talking about Marilyn Manson, but you could say that loudly. My teacher told me that I was too ugly to play a good guy when I was 14 in a drama class. I know. Salacious sells papers, says Cash. So the former Danity Kane member said that during an on-set audition, Diddy called females fat bitches. He did all that. And he particularly didn't like her because of her age, being young, and that she was excited to work. Can you imagine? You're going to an audition. You're so excited. You're about to audition for Diddy. And this guy has like this face of like, I've seen you. I'm not impressed by you type of situation. I can't deal. But this is what they were dealing with back then, right? And I'm glad that a lot of this is coming to the forefront now. I really wish it would have came out before, but I guess we can always learn from everything, no matter when it comes out or not, right? So in 2004, the court documents say, in 2005, the court documents say Richard saw another of Diddy's former girlfriends, Kim Porter, crying as she left a music studio with her face all banged up. Wow. It was then, Richard says, she realized Diddy was capable of violence and her life could be in danger. A year later, Richard was presented with Diddy a year later, Richard was present when Diddy was first introduced to Cassie. I don't know why I can't read y'all. The coffee's not hitting me. and my throat is a little bit dry, invading her space while transfixed on her in a predatory fashion, according to docs. In 2009, she says she personally witnessed Diddy high on drugs throw Cassie against a wall, choke her, and drag her with the flight up a flight of stairs in his LA home. Are you kidding me? Richard says Diddy also hurled a pan of eggs at Cassie while yelling, "I've been asking you for my shit. I can't stand you, bitch. You never do it right." Jesus. I'm like, wow. I'm in shock. So there's a lot of witnesses to everything that was going on, right? Everything that was going on. There's a lot of witnesses. People are, and they're quiet. They don't want to lose their careers. They don't want to lose the opportunity. What do you make of this? What do you guys think? It's kind of sad to me that this is where we're at right now. Hold up, y'all. I'm glad that they're coming out. That's what I have to say. I do see, guys, in my YouTube, I see that the chat is a bit frozen. Can y'all let me know if you can type from the last comment? Okay, I see Cash. Cash is on X. Can you guys let me know if you can type? Is the chat all janky for y'all? Yeah, I see that it's a little janky. I think that they're having a little issue, y'all. Little Irish girl. Let me see. Because I'm noticing too. It says everybody's quiet. I know that everybody's quiet. Okay, Amy's typing. All right, I think we're back. I don't know what was going on with the chat on YouTube, but shout out to everybody on X that's watching us. We got a lot of chat participants on X as well. YouTube can't see X and X can't see YouTube, so you guys can't see each other, but I definitely see you guys here in the chat. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that's being alleged right now, and I do kind of wonder about this lawsuit. I want to know how far it's going to go as well, whether it's going to be a settlement or, does Diddy even have the money to settle at this point, given what is going on with everything else? He just lost something. He just lost this 100 million from this inmate in Michigan. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Hey, Ken. On other occasions, Richard says Diddy socked Cassie in the face and wrapped his hand around her throat, attempting to strangle her inside his LA mansion. At some point, Richard says she and others, including her Diddy Dirty Money bandmate, Kalina Harper. Oh my God. And they're bringing Kalina Harper into this. Where is Kalina? Because Kalina, she's been on Love and Hip Hop, but she hasn't spoken out. Showed their support to Cassie and advised her to leave Diddy, who found out about the conversation and threats. Y'all bitches don't get in a relationship, adding, "Don't tell my bitch Cassie what she needs to be doing. Just make money and shut the fuck up. I end artists. I shelf careers. You could be missing. You bitches want to die today." That's what Diddy said. Now hold up, y'all. I need to find out what is going on. Oh. Hi, what is going on? Diddy did it. So just so everybody knows, just so everybody's aware, shout out to my Discord folks, because I could hear the bell going off. Okay. Apparently, there's something going on with the YouTube chat. You can't chat in the live. Okay, the chat is broken. All right. Well, thank you. Well, let me do this, okay? Because I don't want to be I want you guys to participate in the chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the live right at this Diddy news. When we get there, the chat is messing up everywhere, says Jordy T. Okay, y'all. But we got all of our Twitter folks in here. Shout out to everybody. Come to X. You could come to X. Not everybody likes to come to X though. Let me see what we have going on in X because it looks like it's working on X. I have 88 people in X right now, but YouTube it's effing up. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because we're talking about Diddy. It's the Diddy curse. What is going? Diddy is trending on X right now. What's going on? It's the Diddy curse. He don't want us to be talking about this lawsuit. So let me finish this. Shout out to everybody. Now Discord fam, go over there into the YouTube chat and just take screenshots if it's still an issue. Hopefully, it's our energy, says Renee. Hopefully, it can like reset or something. Let me finish this article and just so I can get back to the program. He's shadow banning me. Well, then can you do me a favor? Share this Twitter thing because I'm being shadow banned at this point. I don't know. It's the Diddy voodoo, I guess. I don't know what's going on. Something's going on. So meanwhile, Richard says she too became a victim of Diddy of abuse. We're gonna finish this article, Diddy, whether you like us or not. We just go do it. Forcing her to rehearse 48 hours at a time without sleep. As a result, she says she dropped a lot of weight and became dehydrated and fatigued while suffering awful rashes. She says one time Diddy demanded that she come into his Miami home where he was only wearing underwear. Oh, God. Yeah, Emily, I don't think anybody can chat. The chat is broken, apparently. I pissed off the diddler. If you're on YouTube and you can't chat, it's because the chat is broken, all right? I don't know what's going on. Everybody's mad because they thought they were blocked. I didn't block y'all. So she goes to his house. Thank you, love. Shout out to you. StreamYard is messed up. Really? Yo, I don't know. No, I didn't, Cash. I can see you, Layla. The chat is like messed up. It's really bad. Now it's messing up over here too. YT, look at Wim. Wim came to Twitter to tell us that the I don't know what's going on. So it's many channels. Cammy, it's many channels. It's not the CIA. Don't do that, spooky McMurdo. All right, shout out to you. All these names. Tiffany, you can chat now. All right, can we get it together? But okay, wait. Somebody said, Cammy said, wow, I'm here and I've seen it on many channels. It must be a lot of channels stuff. It is not Scientology, y'all. It is not Scientology. Not Clive Davis. Y'all are back? Okay, YouTube, I need y'all to flood my chat right now. Flood it, because type whatever you need to type. Keep going, because apparently y'all got blocked for whatever reason. I don't know what happened. Let me see if it's working. I only have 162 people on YouTube right now. Look keep typing. Okay, it's working now. Diddy sucks. I see it. Vanessa, yay. Donata, yay. All right. Whatever it is, it's Aaron's fault. Not Aaron's fault. Can y'all type? Testing. The chat was off. I don't know what's going on with the chat. It's Amy says that it's happening in other streams. Testing. Tina just dropped a bunch of skunks. Misty dropped some skunks. Shout out to Misty. Okay, everybody. Buddy Advocate says we're back. All right, we're back. Everybody come through. Thank you guys for flooding my chat with a bunch of skunks and emojis. I don't know what happened to the chat. It literally just stopped working all of a sudden. I just saw it stop working over here. Jay McCarthy says Robo Rabbit. Thank you. I don't know if it's Diddy. It's Clive. I don't know. It's Dog the Bounty Hunter. Let me panhandle, okay, dog? Let me panhandle. I cannot. Oh my gosh. I cannot. All right, let's keep going. So we were talking about this new lawsuit that is happening with Dawn Richards, okay, that she just filed. And there's a lot of information that's coming about other bandmates as well. Misty, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Maybe that's why Mar couldn't gift too. Maybe there was something going on in the chat. I'm kind of wondering about that. Something's happening. It's working now. Listen, Linda. It was a Linda at YouTube that made this shit go crazy. Shout out to the Lindas with the Ys that do the most. You're not getting the weird messages anymore. At the end of the day, I do wonder how far these lawsuits are going to go and what's going to happen. I think the biggest thing for Diddy right now is that, are any of these victims going to be actually compensated? I'm pretty sure. I would think that the check has cleared for Cassie. I'm not really sure. I'm thinking because she hasn't really spoken out anymore. But, her undisclosed settlement, it's undisclosed. But I do wonder what's going to happen out of this. And I do hope that, I'm hoping that Cassie will write a book and that she speaks out. Because a lot of the stuff that Dawn is saying here is, Cassie was cooking eggs and basically threw a pan at Cassie with eggs. That's crazy. Like, this man is awful. And there's a lot of enablers in his life. Yes, absolutely. You said, oh, wow. Hey, Grape Tea, tell me if the chat is working well. There was some shit going on with the chat earlier for YouTube. If you could do me a favor, please, and thank you. Thank you, Wim. Thank you. I don't know what's going on, right? The lizard people, something's going on. It was a hot pan rabbit. It was with eggs. Threw it at her. So Dawn is talking about this, like, no, going through this abuse, being dehydrated, having to work many hours to do all of this. She says one time Diddy demanded that she come to his Miami home. This is where we left off, where he was wearing underwear. When she asked him to put clothes on, Diddy refused, screaming, "This is my fucking house. It's my fucking house." That's what Diddy told her. I've had somebody answer the door in their underwear. I did. And I said, I'm not coming in there whatsoever. I knocked and I said, "Sir, ma'am, sir, I'm going to let you get dressed before I go in there." I had to go inside the house. I didn't want to go inside the house. I had to go inside the house, but they answered the door in their underwear. And they basically said, "Well, this is my fucking house." Well, then I'm not coming in and we're going to have to reschedule this appointment. And I don't really want to come in, but that's what had happened. So Diddy's treatment of Richard got worse. She says between 2009 2011, Richard says Diddy once barged into her dressing room, while she was naked at his recording studio. She says Diddy inappropriately touched her breasts and her butt. That's crazy. Diddy, she says, also locked her in a car with heavily tinted windows for 2 hours as she screamed for help, even calling her dad for help. So why didn't anybody call the police on this man? I don't know, but it's definitely giving Epstein vibes. I mean, a robe is one thing, but you're all in your undies, right, Jay? Tell them. People's true colors come out when people stop telling them no. That's why some folks can't handle fame. That's right. Thank you, guys. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. Thank y'all. Oh, thank you, guys. Yes. No worries, love. Welcome. You are not late. we had a little problem earlier with the chat. You said you never knew when selling Girl Scout cookies what people could come to the door in. That's true. Crafting with Emily. I'm just saying. Put on your clothes, Diddy. I don't do this. This is not you. I don't care if that's your house. I don't care. Imagine answering the door with your undies. And shout out to the 125 people that are watching us on X. You said, how does he actually? Does he own an actual record label, Rabbit? Do you know? I think he does. But I don't know if anything is in his name right now. It wouldn't be smart. If I was Diddy, Okay, not that I'm Diddy. I can't think like a criminal, so please know I am not Diddy. Okay, but if I had so many pending lawsuits, civil lawsuits against me like this, I would definitely I would start moving things around. All right. That's because that's what criminals do. They start moving things around, right? You start putting things in other people's names. You start selling houses. You start weighing in to figure out like what's going to cost more, what's not going to cost. Like, well, what can I get rid of right now? That's what I would do. I would start probably calling my friend Russell Simmons and seeing if, Russell, can we what's going on with Bali? What's going on with Bali? Oh Lord have mercy. What do we have here? What is going on? That's what I would do. And just start moving things around. That's what I would do. But I think, I'm be honest with you, I think Diddy's just a front. I think there are powers, more powers behind Diddy. I think Diddy has, in my opinion, now let me not get into my conspiracy theory hat, but you know, this is the industry, and you in the industry, anything is fucking possible, y'all. Anything is possible. And I'm gonna say this. It wouldn't surprise me, honestly, if there's more to this than we just don't know. We don't know. Honestly, we don't. Wim, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. You are amazing. Thank you, guys. And I want to let you guys know what we just received in our mailbox. Thank you, love. If you got a membership from Win, put a heart in the chat. I have the lawsuit documents. Let's get into them. And by the way, shout out to Come Get This Commentary, Kiva. She's actually the one that shared these documents with me. Pika, if you can drop Kiva's channel link in the chat. Kiva, if you're listening to this, thank you. Let me message you right now. Thank you, Kiva. All right, so let me just say this. I'm going to move stuff around today because I know we had the chat go a little bit crazy. We will talk about this body cam footage with COLT GRAY on another live, but I do want to go over these court documents. Let me update my court doc review. Let me update my title, y'all. Don't be mad at me, but we're going to do that. I promise we will review COLT GRAY, the shooter from Georgia. We'll review that body cam footage. This right here is literally 55 pages, and we're just going to review the complaint. Okay. Kiva, thank you. If you're watching this, thank you so much, love. You know, I love you. Thank you for supporting my channel. You guys drop some hearts in the chat. We did reach 69,000 subscribers. Wim, again, thank you guys for supporting. Listen, I already told you, we get to 70, we start a party. Okay. We will start a party every 10,000 subs that we reach. We will party it up like it's 1995. Front and back. We're just reading the complaint, though. I'm more concerned about the complaint as of this point. Okay, so, and I'll probably just review a little bit of the preliminary statement, okay? Shut up, Kraken. Kraken said, ooh, we are 6-9 in this situation. Ooh, we getting on our freaky stop. This is a serious conversation now. Shout out to us. Get us to 70, Kraken. Get us to 70. And then we'll party it up. Okay. Thank you. That's at 70. I promise y'all, that's at 70. We still got 1,000 more to go. Yo, that just means I have to keep working and pushing content. Y'all are putting me to work. Okay. Hit the like button, damn it. Hit the like button. Do all those good things that you do to support the creator. But let's get into this. Okay, here's the preliminary statement. We have Dawn, who essentially is known professionally. Her full name is Dawn Angelique Richards, known as Dawn Richard, is an American singer, songwriter, performer. She gained widespread recognition as a girl band member of Danity Kane. Okay, and this band was formed by Sean Diddy Combs. All right, so Sean Combs was a once celebrated hip-hop mogul, popularly known by his stage name, Puff Daddy, Diddy Combs, Puff. Mr. Combs explains the origins of his stage name in a US Today interview. For those that want to go back, check it out. I'm just reviewing some of it. I don't want to go into too many details of this because it's not the bulk of the complaint. Mr. Combs' namesake temper frequently manifested in physical violence. Mr. Combs regularly hurled objects in a fit of rage, often throwing items such as mobile phones, a laptop, food, studio equipment across the room or at people. How many times have we not seen that one video where he's literally like having a, I don't know, like he's like throwing the computer and he's going rah rah and he's like everywhere and yeah, that's how you do it. I imagine that when they're saying this here, honestly. I imagine that when they're saying this here. I really do. On numerous occasions, Miss Richard witnessed Combs brutally beat his girlfriend, Miss Cassandra Ventura. His persistent abuse included choking and strangling Miss Ventura, striking her with his hands with objects, slapping her, punching her, and throwing items at her, including a hot pan. On many occasions, Richard tried to intervene, offering Miss Ventura support and encouragement to leave Mr. Combs. Each time, Mr. Combs learned of her efforts to help Miss Ventura, and he became enraged, threatening Miss Richards' life with statements such as, "You want to die today? I can make your N-word go missing, and I end people." Yes. If one of the mods can drop a trigger warning sign so I can put it up on the chat, that'd be amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You said, Net says, I appreciate the ladies that are professional and not at all cussing. Thank you. Well, Net Detective, I do curse. I'm sorry. I am an adult. I do curse, and I do it in a way that, I'm expressing myself. So I don't know if I'll be the channel for you. So fair warning. Mars says, nope, I still couldn't figure out. Only super chats. Oh, man. I don't know if it's an update on the thing. Mard, let me know if you have any problems with other channels like that. I appreciate you trying to gift, though. Thank you. I think there's a trafficking angle here. There's more people involved. I would agree with you, Immortal Joe's Gas. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody from XS watching us. Thank you. Grown-ups with spicy language. I'm sorry, I am. I am. Very much so. Very much so. Okay, and I know we were having issues with the chat earlier, so keep that in mind. Compounding Mr. Combs' violent acts and death threats. Compounding Mr. Combs' violent acts and death threats. He exploited Miss Richards' musical talent as a singer and writer while withholding her rightful earnings, stealing her copyrighted works, and subjecting her to years of inhumane work conditions, which included groping, assault, and false imprisonment, among other violations. For nearly a decade, Mr. Combs manipulated Miss Richards with mantras that submissions to his depravity demands was necessary for career advancements, instilling in her the belief that such abuse and exploitations were required for female artists to succeed in the music industry. It was not until Miss Ventura bravery in coming forward that Miss Richard realized her own personal sufferings was tied to many years of abuse by Mr. Combs that had become normalized for her. Oh man, Lulubug, my love, thank you for supporting my channel for 10 months. Lulubug, much love to you. Thank you, love. Shout out to Lulubug and all my supporters. Thank you guys, and thank you, Pika, for that trigger warning. For those that are here, trigger warning, please be aware. As more women courageously come forward, Plaintiff has been empowered by this collective strength and now adds her voice to the growing chorus of victims bravely sharing their harrowing stories. Together, they seek justice and stand in solidarity as the latest victims of the #MeToo movement in the music industry. All right, so the parties. Miss Dawn Richards is a resident of California. Okay, and then Sean Combs. These are just entities of this lawsuit. The finance group, defendant, is it Northlinger Group, LLC Finance, Remote Productions, hold up, Bad Boy Entertainment, defendant Daddy's House Recording Studio, Bad Boy Entertainment Holdings. So these are all the holdings, and we're not going to read all that because it's just the parties basically involved. Jurisdiction, venue. Here we go. Factual allegations. This is where I wanted to get. So here we go. In or around 2004, Miss Richard was selected to participate in season 3 of MTV's network reality TV television show Making the Band. The show centered around the formation and development of a new musical group under the mentorship of Mr. Combs. The contestants would compete and be chosen by Mr. Combs to form a band which would go on to create albums and perform. For aspiring artists like Miss Richards, Making the Band represented a concrete path to a career in the entertainment industry. Miss Richards appeared in season 3 and 4 of Making the Band, which first aired in 2005, and in season 5 of Making His Band, which aired in 2009. Okay. Out of thousands of contestants, Miss Richard, along with approximately 12 other women, were selected to participate in season 3 of Making the Band. 5 women, including Miss Richards, were ultimately chosen to be in the group. Danity Kane, which was named by Miss Richard. So, wow. I didn't know that Danity Kane was named by Dawn. I had no idea, y'all. Did you guys know that? I mean, and I love Danity. That's what I'm like, didn't know that whatsoever. Richard. Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much. It's pronounced Richards. Let me know if I said it because it's Creole. Okay. Richards. Correct me, love. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. I keep saying Richard because it's with an R, because the way it's spelled, but it's Richard. So the A is basically longer, if I'm understanding this. Let me know in the chat, though. Yeah, she's named after the cartoon. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, so she named them after a cartoon she drew. Gotcha. But let me know if I said her last name. So maybe I'll just call her Dawn because I don't want to disrespect the situation. No worries, Ann. I agree with you. I get you, love. Shout out to you. So not sh. Gotcha. Thank you, love. All right. Let's keep going. So, prior to and including the first Danity Kane album, Making the Band was filmed entirely at Daddy's House recording studio. There's the address of the recording studio. I'm not going to repeat that. The Making the Band content that focused on Danity Kane worked on its second album, Welcome to the Dollhouse, was filmed at Daddy's house and Mr. Combs' Miami residence. Other Making the Band episode included Los Angeles as a third filming location. Upon information believed to create Making the Band, camera crews filmed 24 hours a day, gathering months worth of footage to condense onto mere hours of entertainment for views. Danity Kane released its self-titled debut album in August of 2006 and its second one, Welcome to the Dollhouse, in March of 2008. Danity's first album sold over 4 million copies. Damages to Miss Dawn from unpaid salaries are estimated over 1 million. Danity Kane's second album, Welcome to the Dollhouse, sold over 2 million copies. Damages to Dawn's for unpaid salary and royalties are estimated at 5 million. Damages on unpaid wages for touring over 100 dates for Dawn with Danity Kane are estimated at 180 million. Damn. That's my goodness. See, those Making the Band stuff, you do have to kind of wonder my goodness, all that money, everything that's coming about that. It's 24 hours a day. Sunshinery. Right. A lot of us didn't know a lot of it. But you do kind of wonder about that Making the Band footage. What else is there out there that they didn't air that would have put Diddy at a very different light? That would have showed him for who he truly is. Honestly. Don't know. It is so shady. 24/7. That's right. It's so Epstein. So Epstein. Absolutely. Thank you, Lady Jane. Thank you. Thank you. All those years, and everyone said he was taking the artist money, and he was. He was. This is why I'm like, I'm not surprised by the lawsuits. You know, the lawsuits don't surprise me. You know what surprises me? The breakdown of the lawsuits, and also like the fact that there's other individuals that know that this BS is going on and nobody says anything. You know what I mean? Like nobody says anything. Right? Right, last Rona. Absolutely. That's right. Tina, that's right. Times 10. Times 10. That's just insane to me. That's anyways. Hoo-wee. Okay. So during the auditions on the set of Making the Band, Mr. Combs projected an aura of superiority, wealth, and power. I think Diddy has always given me that. Combs regularly wore sunglasses, which he always has done, avoided looking at the female contestants in the eyes, contributing to an atmosphere of uncertainty and intimidation. That's 100K figures, is right. Is right. Definitely. Definitely. During the auditions, Mr. Combs spoke to the female contestants in a hostile, condescending manner, making disparaging gender-based remarks, such as calling them fat, ugly bitches and hoes. Dawn felt threatened and intimidated by Mr. Combs' blatant disdain for the young women like herself, who were excited for the opportunity to be on the show. Once the band was made, Mr. Combs' contempt for women was readily apparent as he continued to display aggressive and hostile behavior towards Miss Richard and her all-female Diddy Kane bandmates. Mr. Combs regularly referred to the 5 women as bitches and hoes. My goodness. And attacked him on their physical appearance. By way of example, Mr. Combs stated that Miss Richards, I know I said it wrong, was too skinny and needed to do something about this face, or her face. Her face. On one occasion, in or around 2005, during the first season of Making the Band 3, Dawn observed Mr. Combs' ex-partner and the mother of the 3 of his children, Kim Porter, leaving Mr. Combs' recording studio in tears with visible facial injuries, including a lacerated lip. Realizing that Mr. Combs was capable of committing acts of violence against women caused Dawn to feel apprehension and fear that Mr. Combs could one day physically harm her. Man, he's over here. I mean, the man would probably hurt his own mother. Right? I think I heard that somewhere that he had slapped his own mom. So this man does not like women. He's never liked women. That's right. That's right. It's 24-hour footage. I mean, what if you got to go to the bathroom? Is that also in 24-hour footage? That's crazy. Are the cameras like if you got to go number 1, number 2, number 3? I don't get it. That's crazy. I don't even know that how people did it. I don't know. You said Aaliyah wasn't silent. She died in a plane crash because it was carrying more weight than it should have. Yeah, I did an Aaliyah breakdown about almost 3 years ago. You guys should check it out. No, Joe. Well, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me not make that lie. Let me verify this. I don't. He's had long-term girlfriends, but I don't think he's ever been married. Did he ever been married? I don't think he has. He's had a lot of relationships, but he's never been married. No, even though there was like allegations that he's been married, but he's never been married. Yeah, no worries, love. I mean, that's a good question because he's had a lot of relationships, but I don't think he's ever really married. Like, he never married Kim Porter, and they had 3 kids together. He's had a lot of children together. A lot of children out there with women, but he doesn't marry. Nope. Anyways, okay. Dawn was present when Combs was introduced to Cassie Ventura for the first time in and around 2006. The moment Combs first saw Cassie, his demeanor noticeably shifted. Combs positioned himself directly in front of Cassie's seat, invading her personal space and fixated on her with an intensity unyielding stare, isolating her from the other people in the room, including Miss Ventura's then boyfriend, music producer Ryan Leslie. Coincidentally, this first meeting between Combs and Cassie was the first time that Dawn was in Mr. Combs' present without a camera crew filming. Observing Mr. Combs behave in such an intimidating, predatory manner the first time that they were off cameras made Miss Richards or Dawn feel deeply apprehensive and afraid of him. Subsequently, Cassie ended her relationship with Mr. Leslie and began dating Mr. Combs, who would become violent and abusive towards her. My goodness. Hey, everybody. Welcome. For those that are coming through, guys. That is crazy. So, did he make her in that relationship? I didn't know about this part with Cassie. That's new to me. That is completely new to me. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. I'm noticing that the chat is going a little off again. So let me know. Make sure you guys are typing just so I know if it goes off. Does Diddy practice spouse or e-spouse a religion preference? If so, that could shape his view on women. That's a good question. I think he just doesn't like women. I don't think Diddy has ever liked women. Okay, gotcha. Really? I think he's married now to his current daughter's mom. Yeah, I'm looking. I don't think so. Hold up. I don't want to be wrong. All right. Because Sean Diddy Combs. I don't think he's married. He's not. I think he's just with her. The chat is slow. Y'all let me know if the chat in YouTube is working because it's acting up, you guys. It's been acting up. Danity Kane's sexual harassment and inhumane treatment and denial of basic needs by Mr. Combs. For the majority of Don's tenure as a member of Danity Kane and Diddy Dirty Money, Mr. Combs required her to retain at his various residences and studios in New York and Los Angeles and Florida and New Jersey for activities such as recording, rehearsing, dressing, preparing for costumes, and exercising. Yes. No, last Ronin. I don't know. I don't think he likes women whatsoever. I don't think he likes women. He's not married. Hey, Roberta. He's not married, at least that I know of. So throughout the production of making the band 3 and 4, Mr. Combs deprived Miss Dawn and Danity Kane bandmates of basic needs such as adequate food and sleep. When Dawn and her Danity Kane bandmates requested meals or rest, Mr. Combs refused, chastised them with derogatory comments like, "You bitches don't want this," or "Y'all are not hungry enough, and I'm not paying you bitches to work. I'm paying you bitches to work." Excuse me. This demeaning behavior gradually undermined Miss Richards' confidence and contributed significantly to her growing feelings of insecurity and fear of Mr. Combs. Upon information and belief, Mr. Combs would regularly be awake for prolonged periods of time because he was high on drugs. Oh man. During these periods, Mr. Combs demanded continuous access to Dawn and her Danity Kane bandmates, often forcing them to record and rehearse for stretches of 36 to 48 hours without breaks. So they were, you're kidding. Y'all remember, like, think about it, 36 to 48 hours without breaks. Force them to choose between eating and sleeping. Dawn lost a significant amount of weight, weighing approximately 100 pounds. Whoa. That's crazy. And she was 5'4". Hell, I mean, I'm not that tall. And if I lose 50 pounds, you're gonna be like, "Rabbit, are you okay? Are you okay? Because you're looking a little not okay." If I lose a good 50 pounds, you guys are gonna be like, "Are you okay?" That would put me under like deficit, like on weight. That's crazy. I couldn't do that. Yes. Right. Yeah. 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 He wears the, but that's the thing. Yeah. Like he wears the bands. I don't know. Brother Love, changing the name. It's just, I don't think anything would. I don't think he's ever like, he'll call somebody his girlfriend, but mm, I don't know. I think it's just for show. I don't think this man likes women. I don't think so. I worry about his daughters. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really do. So let's see. I could definitely lose 50 pounds. You could definitely lose 50 pounds. I could, but I'm letting y'all know if I lose 50 pounds, you guys would be worried about me. You'd be like, you don't look, I've done it before. I'm just saying that. You guys would say to me, you don't look right. You look like you sickly. And I wouldn't take offense to it because I get it. I just wouldn't look like I would be healthy, if that makes sense. And it would be under my weight normal, you know? You said Diddy was rejected by his first girlfriend ever, and people said that when he changed and he became cold towards women. I feel like a lot of this is deeply rooted when it comes to Diddy, honestly. I don't know if it was just a girlfriend. I'm wondering what his relationship with females, with maybe his mom, if he had any sisters, what that looked like for him. Because I do feel like a lot of this is more deeply rooted than just one girlfriend, if that makes sense. But that, there's more to this, it seems to me. I don't know. Thank you, Crafty Kid. Um, let's keep going. So let's see. Where did we leave at? Over time, his abnormal sleeping arrangements became a further routine. Okay, wait. So, Mr. Combs regularly sent his associates to wake up Dawn and Danity Kane bandmates in overnight hours so he could watch them rehearse. The regularity of these disturbances led Dawn to adapt by sleeping in a sitting position, fully dressed and with makeup on, heightening her anxiety. Over time, this abnormal sleeping arrangement came to feel a routine, further normalizing Combs' invasive demands. In addition to exhausting rehearsals, Combs required Dawn and her bandmates to participate in intense workouts with personal trainers. On one occasion, while running on the beach, Dawn became so dehydrated that she vomited. Instead of offering medical assistance, MTV network camera crews filmed the incident, contributing to her acceptance of such treatment. Sorry, guys, I just had somebody at my door. Let's keep going. So, MTV camera crews filmed the incident, contributing to the acceptance of the treatment. So, MTV camera crews were watching a lot of this going on. I mean, we were watching it be filmed, right? We kind of knew what was going on. You know what I mean? So, what is are they going to be held responsible for this? Like, I want to see all the footage now, the unedited footage that MTV put out there on, making the band at this point, because a lot of this is just like, y'all watch these women get abused. I think a lot of us did watch a lot of it and definitely participated in, as audiences, I guess. I don't know. The room was wired, right? Mar, thank you for the 199 chat. Works super fine. Thank you. Shout out to you. Thank you so much again for supporting my channel. The unrelenting and rigorous schedule of rehearsals, performance, and near constant filming that Mr. Combs imposed caused Miss Richards, Dawn, to experience extreme weight loss, dehydration, fatigue, and painful rashes from the microphone pack that she was required to wear on her back. Oh my God. These conditions intensified Dawn feelings of powerlessness as she increasingly viewed them as part of her professional reality and feared the consequences of resistance. Listen, I want to watch all of the Making the Band episodes at this point. I might have to download them and upload them and figure out the copyright so we can watch them and figure this out. The different times where a lot of these women were abused, not just Making the Band, but any other reality TV show that has people competing this way. It's crazy. Yes, they should be. They should all be investigated. Questionable since the night, it's for a long time, for sure. You are 100 on that comment, love. You are 100 on that comment. Like they need to be investigated. All of them. All of them. Hold up. Let me see how long we have because I do have to head out in a little bit, but let me see. Okay. See if we can get through some of this. I might have to come back and finish reading. Oh, my goodness. This is a lot, y'all. Okay. And the damages are on page 28. This is a lot. Hold up. Where did I leave off at? Now I lost my spot. Okay. This is insane. They're even going for labor trafficking, as they should, honestly. Look at this. Oh, wow. Okay. Here it is. So the rigorous schedule of rehearsals, performance, and near constant filming that Mr. Combs imposed caused Dawn to experience extreme weight loss. We read that part. In further assertion of power and dominance, Mr. Combs assisted on holding meetings while dressed only in his underwear. On one occasion in 2008, at his Miami residence, Mr. Combs emailed Dawn directing her to meet with him in the living room. When she arrived, he was wearing only his underwear. Dawn asked Combs to put his clothes on, but he refused, stating, "This is my fucking house." Mr. Combs then conducted a meeting lasting approximately an hour while dressed in his underwear, causing Dawn to feel violated and embarrassed and amplifying her feelings of powerlessness. Following the official Danity Kane breakup in early 2009, oh my goodness, Dawn experienced significant financial hardship with no prospect opportunity for employment within the entertainment field. Dawn spent several months traveling from Baltimore to Daddy's house recording studio in New York without pay or allocated budget. Mr. Combs promised that Dawn compositions would result in payment of license fees and royalties pursuant her contract with Bad Boy Records. However, no such compensation was ever reported or paid to Dawn. Damages related to these continuing copyright infringements will be provided at the trial. Mar says, I wonder if Diddy is a case like the Drake Bell case. Wonder if something traumatized him or taught him bad ways. You know, I think Diddy stuff is like deeply rooted, y'all. Honestly, it is very deeply rooted. And it's been projected onto other artists, in my opinion, like Usher, and then Usher onto Bieber. And it's just been like that. There is a lot of behind the scenes, Roberta, real on this like reality TV show stuff. Honestly, there really is. There's probably a lot that we don't even know and we're not aware. Oh man. Oh, Nicole, feel better. I'm home with COVID. The only way to see you, like, girl, take some rest, okay? Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to you guys. And Mar, thank you so much for supporting my channel. No, you guys are not. I am gonna be ending here pretty soon because I want to finish this document. It's just I didn't expect it to be so long, and I got a tend to Baby Bunny. Last one, it says absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. You don't. I'm gonna stop right here. Let me stop right here because, and this is we are on what is it, page 12? Because I want to go deeper, and I might go live again on this again so we can break it down. And I just love having fluid conversations. This is why I can't always finish all of this. Let me make sure I save this. Kiba, if you're watching this, thank you so much, love, for allowing me to use that document. You guys make sure you check out her channel. You said, I agree, Rabbit. I truly believe, yes, and there's no excuse. However, I can't help but wonder how we got here. Inherently evil. It's a cycle, you know? We definitely going to do a part 2. We have to. We left at page 12 and we still got to go through page, like, I think it's like 27. And the details of this is so deep. I don't want to hear you complain, Wim. No, you're not allowed. It's just a lot, and I gotta. Y'all already know I'm a mom. I got my kids come first, so I gotta go tend to my kids. So I appreciate you guys supporting me. So thank you so much for that. Let me shout out some people before I head out, though. Jill, thank you. Lizzie, thank you. Mar, thank you. Misty, Wim, thank you, my love. Mar, thank you again so much for your support. Y'all are amazing. But I think a part 2 is definitely warranted. So what I'll do is, and shout out to the people over here on the Twitter land. I didn't expect, we have over 200 people over there. You guys, if you're on Twitter, drop some hearts in the chat. Let me know y'all are active. Please follow me there and share. Thank you, y'all. I didn't expect you guys there. My goodness. I always put Twitter, but I never know if it's actually available. I just never know. No worries, Becca. No worries. We will do. But I really want to get to, like, it's a lot. And this lawsuit is a lot. It really is. I didn't expect so many parts to this. What this does make me want to do, though, I want to figure out how to download all of Making the Band and reviewing it. Because that would be good for us to, like, review, like, shit. I was in my 20s, like barely 20s, when Making the Band was coming out. I really was. So I watched the show. I loved the show. I loved it because it was the reality TV show available for all of us that didn't have cable, the regular schmegulars like us. And if we got to see something with Diddy and it wasn't, it was on NBC, we'd watch it. That's what we do. Jill, thank you again for gifting memberships. Thank you. Thank you. Let me put a heart in the chat. If whoever was gifted, please put. Who aired it? I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can find the reruns. I think it was NBC who aired it initially. I'm just guessing. I could have been UPN at the time, Making the Band. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments if you're watching the replay. Shout out to everybody. You guys were blowing up Discord when the chat on YouTube wasn't working. That was hilarious. I was like getting dinged on my ear. I said, what the hell is going on? And then I'm noticing that the chat wasn't working. Hopefully this doesn't happen again, because I know y'all are going to be going crazy again on Discord. But shout out to everybody in the chat. I will see you guys on the next one because I got to head out. Be prepared for part 2. All right. Bye, guys.